My dear Valmiki, there is no cause for you to be anxious, for by the strength of my benediction, everything that is unknown to you will become clearly revealed within your heart. Thus, by my grace, your narration of the Ramayana will be faultless. After bestowing this benediction upon Valmiki, Lord Brahma departed for his abode upon his celestial swan carrier, filling all who beheld him with wonder. Valmiki then sat down in meditation to discover all the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra as indicated by Lord Brahma. Valmiki clearly envisioned within his heart all the events of Lord Rama's appearance. Valmiki then composed the Ramayana in 24,000 verses. After completing the epic poem, he wondered whom he could teach it to so that it would remain preserved in memory and propagated all over the world. While Valmiki was thus contemplating his disciples, Lava and Kusha, who were dressed as rishis, came before him and touched his feet, as was their daily custom. Sita had given birth to the twin brothers while in exile, and they had remained under Valmiki's care ever since. Sita's forced exile had come about when a citizen of Ayodhya doubted her chastity after being touched by the ten-headed monster Ravana. Thus Lord Ramachandra was forced to banish her. Their two sons, Lava and Kusha, were gifted with the fine memories and musical abilities. Moreover, they were well versed in the Vedas. Physically, the twins were exact replicas of their father, and musically, they were as talented as the heavenly Gandharvas. Thus, as Valmiki gazed fondly upon the twins, he realized that they were fully qualified to receive the Ramayana. Thereafter, Valmiki proceeded to teach Lava and Kusha the entire Ramayana with great care. The twins committed the entire text to memory. Following Valmiki's instructions, they chanted Lord Ramachandra's wonderful pastimes before great sages, learned Brahmanas, and other pious men pure in heart. The learned Brahmanas experienced great transcendental pleasure in reciting the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Thus, the Brahmanas praised Lava and Kusha, rewarding them with many valuable gifts. From that day, Lava and Kusha began traveling all over the world, reciting the epic Ramayana. In the course of their wanderings, they eventually came to Ayodhya. There, Lord Ramachandra saw the two boys wandering through the city streets dressed in the garb of rishis. Upon hearing the wild acclaim of their expert recitation of his transcendental pastimes, Lord Rama took great pleasure in inviting them to his place to recite the Ramayana. After respectfully receiving the twin sages, the Lord Rama invited them into his royal assembly. Lord Rama observed that the two boys, although they are dressed as ascetic Brahmanas, had the features of Kshatriyas. Speaking to his brothers Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna, Rama said, O best of King Raghu's dynasty, please listen to this wonderful narration. Although these two singers appear like ascetics, they have the marks of great rulers. Listen to this story because it is full of literary beauty and has universal appeal. Lava and Kusha began the narration of beautiful epic poem. Rama and his brother soon forget everything else, became fully absorbed in hearing the Ramayana. The bonds of material existing can be completely cut by simply chanting and hearing the Lord glorious.